as mentioned earlier, it is the start of Pride Day today, and that also coincides with Queenie taking over the Maggot Mall today.
What?
As we have Brunettes in California and accompanying merch, which I am most excited about, available right now at maggotmall.com. Let's start first with what is Brunettes in California, Queenie?
So Brunettes in California is another Queenie book. However, it's not just poetry this time. There are these large written sections, and they kind of read as diary entries from the main character, because it's actually also my first fictional book. I've written all the pieces of writing from a character standpoint. And so it's basically laid out as her diary, where it's entries about her talking about her life, her feelings, and then you get these pieces of poetry that move the story along. And I've kind of tried to achieve this thing with my last two books, where it's using the poetry and the images to tell the story. But I feel that I achieved it most with this book because of those long dialogue pieces.
And the not so contrived tie-in to the fact that it just so happens to be Pride Month is what?
So the main character, well, the two characters in the book, my character and Felicia Montenegro's character, they're both lesbian women, and it's kind of their love affair is a bit like two ships passing in the night. It's not this Notebook love story. It's kind of more shows what happens when something burns and fizzles so quickly. It depicts a quick fling.
It's fantastic, by the way.
What I've read so far is really good.
And I mean, it just when I don't mean to this sounds so silly, but just when you go to maggotmall.com, it's like it looks like a real book because it's a real book.
It's completely different than the other ones. My first book was 40 pages because it was poetry and some images. The second book was 100 pages, and it was very lovely, but we took a minimalistic approach with this one. I really wanted to go all in with this one, so I'm happy to say that Brunettes in California comes in at 250 pages.
Oh, and all in
Damn,
is
girl.
always the best.
I'm so proud of you.
Brunettes in California is available at maggotmall.com, and the accompanying merch I just absolutely love, particularly the reverse sequin bag for stealing.
Yeah. So the character, my main character, Darby Chuck in Brunettes in California, her whole, she's different than me in the way that, yes, I kind of had a mischievous past, but I kind of always have had a little bit of a softer side to me. She's a little bit more of, I realized as I was writing it, she's kind of my inner dialogue of the aggression that I wish I could assert. And so she kind of has this energy about her where she just is a little bit, no apologies. And so the merch reflects that. There's a cup that says "not booze."
Love it. Love that.
There's one,
and that's what I was talking to Queenie before the show. That's one that even if you're like, book's not my thing, I don't know, I don't read, whatever. You don't need any of that. The domed rhinestone tumbler that says "not booze" on it. That's something. I mean, you got to buy that for every mom you know, for starters.
Oh my God.
And they're beautiful and hysterical, and I love them as well.
Yeah, and then we have the beautiful and drunk tank top, which is I feel completely defines our main character. And the bag says, "This bag is for stealing blank." So if you want to go steal some stuff.
And it actually it does have an inner pocket as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it for Brunettes in California, available right now at maggotmall.com.